I'm going to tell you how to complete your research project for Social Inequality Spring 2020. I'm going to start by using this PowerPoint, but we're also going to do some library research together and talk about what I'm expecting you to do in terms of drafting. So first of all, you have to submit a topic proposal. I have this due the end of the week of March 30th, so whatever day that is, I think it might be April 3rd. It's that Friday. So I want this topic proposal to be about half a page long. In it, I want you to briefly explain the topic that you want to research. And if it's not immediately obvious how your topic relates to social inequality, I need you to explain it. For example, some of you may want to talk about how athletes are paid. That's a perfectly good topic with lots of angles related to social inequality, but if you just say, I want to research how athletes are paid, this doesn't automatically tell me how it relates to social inequality. Finally, and this is the hard part, I want you to identify 2 theories that you can use to frame your topic. These can be theories we've talked about in class, they can be theories described in your textbook, or they can be theories you identify through library research. Next, you're going to complete a first draft of your paper. As opposed to a rough draft, I want you to complete a first draft. This is a complete draft of your paper, which should be about 8 to 10 pages long. Length is not so important here. Just do a really good job of thoroughly discussing your topic. If it's 7 pages long and really great, that's better than having 12 pages of bullshit. Your draft should include an introduction, at least 3 body paragraphs in which you apply theory to your topic, a discussion section. Why is your topic important? What should be done about it? And what questions do sociologists still need to answer? And a conclusion, where you will summarize what you've discussed in relationship to your thesis. Finally, you will need references. You will need at least 8 sources or 1 source per page. So 8 sources is fine if you're writing a 7 or 8 page paper. If your paper goes on more than 10 pages, I expect about 10 sources. Just use good judgment here. Obviously, the 3 body paragraphs or more are going to make up the bulk of your paper because this is where your argument is. Now we're going to talk about how to do some library research. I'm going to show you how to do research using the library's website. Let's do this together. So we're going to go to the BSC homepage, where we see our lovely COVID banner, which is what we're all doing here, in fact. We're going to go to the menu, and we're going to go to the library icon. Now you have a couple of options here. You can actually use the library catalog. So let's say I want to research women's athletics and pay. I have to log in using my credentials to use the library from off campus. And look here, it's given me many kinds of results. Pay attention to the kind of results you're getting. This is maybe the biggest challenge undergraduates have with writing research papers. I want you to limit your sources to scholarly peer-reviewed journals. So you can do that by clicking Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals under the Limit To options. So here we have Time's Up, Addressing Gender-Based Wage Discrimination in Professional Sports. You can see that this is in the Film and Television Literature Index. This is in the Loyola of Los Angeles Entertainment Law Review. So this is a professional law journal, and that's fine. In the Journal of Sports Economics, we see is self-sufficiency for women's collegiate athletics a hoop dream? Willingness to pay for men's and women's basketball tickets. So you can see we have many peer-reviewed articles here. Now, this is what I want you to focus on, peer-reviewed journal articles. The peer review process is very simply a process through which other academics or experts review someone's work, someone's research, to make sure it's academically appropriate, to make sure that they're not being funded by an industry, for example, without reporting it, or to make sure that they've done rigorous research. I want to show you another couple of things you can do to help your results. Maybe I don't want any articles that were written in 1904. Maybe I want to focus on how this topic has developed since 2000. Past 20 years is a good rule of thumb. So in that case, I can move this slider hit enter, hitting enter doesn't help, move this slider, and it should only show me results from 2000 forward. Obviously, it's good to focus on more recent results, but you can also include classic works. A way to tell if a work is a classic or just old is to click on it, this database doesn't appear to give us metrics on how many times an article has been cited. So that's maybe not the best, that's maybe not a function we can use in the catalog. I want to show you what to do if you find an article that looks especially useful, but that isn't available at BSC. So for example, this article, A Holistic Perspective on Women's Career Pathways in Athletics Administration, from the Journal of Sports Management from March of 2019. This looks like a really great article, but we don't have the PDF full text or the HTML full text. What's a student to do? Click this Request through Interlibrary Loan button, and notice that it generates a form for you. And all you have to do is fill out your first name, your last name, select that you're an undergraduate student, and select your address, or type in your address and your email address, and your phone number. And look, all the information about the article has been generated for you. So all you have to do is fill in your information and click Submit. And if the college can get the article electronically, they will send it to you in email in about 2 days. If they can't get it electronically, they will literally mail it to you at your address that you type in as soon as possible. So that's how you can get an article or even a book through Interlibrary Loan. So we can also filter by format and include books. So some of these books are ebooks that are available to you. But some books might be a literal physical book, such as Divine Domesticities. Now, I don't know if this is a book you want, but if you wanted to get it, you can download the book here. And look, I've just downloaded it. So sometimes you'll have an option like that. Sometimes you'll want to request the book through Interlibrary Loan. I've received an email from the library saying that Interlibrary Loan services will continue. You can either go pick it up at the library if you're still in town, or they will use USPS to send books to you. This is an amazing service that our librarians are providing in a difficult time. I want to show you how to do research outside of the library's catalog.